Welcome to Bedtime Tales for Kids. Tonight we will be reading The Fox and the Crow. Once upon a time, in a dense forest, there lived a cunning fox and a beautiful crow. The crow was well known for her magnificent voice, and every day she would perch herself on a tree branch and sing for all the creatures in the forest. Her melodious voice was loved by all, and it echoed through the forest, spreading joy and happiness wherever she went. One day, the fox was strolling through the forest when he heard the crow's sweet voice. He was so mesmerized by the sound that he made up his mind to meet the crow and hear her sing up close. The fox approached the crow, who was sitting on a branch, and said,
"Oh, my dear crow, your voice is so magnificent. I have never heard anything like it before. Would you do me the honor of singing just for me?"
The crow, who was proud of her singing abilities, agreed to sing for the fox. She opened her beak and let out a beautiful tune that filled the air with music and happiness. The fox was so moved by her voice that he clapped and cheered, encouraging her to sing even more. As the crow was singing, she saw a piece of cheese lying on a nearby branch. She couldn't resist the temptation and quickly flew down to grab the cheese and savor its delicious flavor. But as she reached for the cheese, she accidentally dropped it, and it fell to the ground. The fox saw this opportunity and quickly came up with a plan. He said to the crow,
"Oh, my dear, I have a proposition for you. You sing just one more song for me. I promise to give you a delicious piece of cheese."
The crow, who loved cheese, eagerly agreed to sing another song. She opened her beak to sing, but just as she started, the fox grabbed the cheese and ran away. The crow was shocked and upset as she realized that the fox had tricked her. She had been so caught up in the joy of singing that she didn't realize the fox had an ulterior motive. The crow learned an important lesson that day. She realized that she shouldn't trust someone too easily, especially if they flatter her too much. She also learned to be cautious and to always be on the lookout for tricksters like the fox. The fox, on the other hand, had a lesson of his own to learn. He learned that trickery might bring temporary satisfaction, but it wouldn't bring true happiness. He realized that it was better to be kind and fair to others, even if it meant not getting what he wanted. From that day on, the crow and the fox lived happily in the forest, but they always remembered the lessons they learned from their encounter. Every time they saw each other, they would nod their heads and smile, knowing that they had both learned important lessons about trust, caution, and fairness. Years went by and the crow continued to spread joy with her voice, while the fox became known as a trustworthy and fair creature. The other animals in the forest looked up to both the crow and the fox as great examples of how to live a good life. And so, the story of the fox and the crow became a popular tale in the forest and beyond, teaching children the importance of caution, trust, and fairness. The moral of the story was that it's better to be kind and fair to others, even if it means not getting what we want. The fox and the crow proved that in the end, doing the right thing always brings the greatest reward. The end.